What is your favorite exotic weapon, that is? Is it a kinetic, special, heavy? With 141 different exotic weapons in this game, there is quite the amount to choose from when you say one is your favorite, or if you were to rank them all and put one as the overall best. And in this video, I want to go ahead and talk about my newly proclaimed heir to the throne of that question, the New Land Beyond. So let us go ahead and talk about this amazing piece of firewood and why it is my current favorite exotic weapon in the entire game. We first need to talk about the core of this weapon, because it is an exotic weapon. There's naturally some sort of idea thought built when this weapon was designed, that coming through its exotic perk. On the New Land Beyond, we have the Master. It reads as scoring precision hits increases the weapon's damage until the wielder is defeated, aka as soon as you bite the bullet. But it also gives this weapon a fat and juicy ammo reserves, 40 total rounds when you rally with this weapon. Very handy. Now, the interesting thing about this weapon is that the Master can technically stack up all the way to times 100, but to get the actual main juice and effect out of the Master perk, you only need 20 critical hits. As you get stacks of the Master, the earliest stacks are the most important, as those give you the biggest damage increase. By the time you get to times 20, you reach the Grandmaster, so your chest elo is very high, but you also have reached a 70% damage increase for your New Land Beyond. The remaining 80 stacks give you I think a total of 2 or 5% extra damage. You only need to get to 20. It is this core perk of the New Land Beyond that makes it so good. Who would have thought? Because this exotic perk is just very, very strong. 70% damage increase and a whole lot of rounds to dump with this weapon. You add in its other little perk, Bullseye Bolster. Landing precision hit substantially increases this weapon's target acquisition, handling, reload speed, and stability for a short time. What it doesn't tell you, though, is that it actually gives you a little bump in your rate of fire, which is very good on this weapon. Core of the New Land Beyond is rock solid. It's strong. Now that we have discussed the core of this amazing weapon, let's go ahead and talk about everything around the core, what we built around to make this weapon whole one, a complete unit. We're going to talk about the stats, crit multiplier, and this weapon's catalyst. So we'll go ahead and we will pull up the stats of this juicer. You'll see that it does have just it's a higher impact sniper rifle at 90, and the RPMs, it says it's 72. However, because this weapon has a little bolt action animation, it's a little bit slower at around 43, which is why Bullseye Bolster, the other perk on this weapon, is so strong, giving you just a slightly faster RPM, which is truly this only weapon's real weakness, is that it just shoots relatively slow. Its airborne effectiveness is flat out garbage. If you do want to use this in PvP, don't do it. It's a PvE behemoth, unlike in Destiny 1, where it was actually a PvP behemoth and absolute terrible in PvE content. The script has been flipped in this game. Ammo generation isn't the worst, but because it has just naturally such strong ammo reserves anyways, its ammo economy is just really, really good. I'm not even talking about any artifact mods that would help this weapon. We're talking about it at base with what it is able to do without any of that. Something else worth mentioning is that its crit multiplier is 2.7 times, as would be expected. It is a sniper rifle after all, but then its catalyst is actually pretty darn beneficial for this weapon, as the New Land Beyond catalyst is going to give the Bullseye Bolster duration an increased time, and the magazine is going to be refilled on each shot so long as you are above 20 stacks of the Master, really complementing what this weapon already does really, really well. And given the fact that you're designed to use this weapon for longer instances, that buff being up is going to really help this thing crank some damage if you are using it for that scenario. Let's say you're out of all your heavy weapon. New Land Beyond has some very impressive total damage and can really give some of these bosses the works and absolutely dunk on champions as well. So now that we have gone over what is this weapon, what makes this weapon, why is it good, how is it good, let's talk about where it's good and some of its better design scenarios for it to really thrive. So first things first, any content in which you were like under level, like a grandmaster alert or something like that. And I know, right? Portal slop content. You gotta do what you gotta do sometimes. I would say this weapon is definitely going to serve you well in taking down any healthy yellow bar, orange bar enemy, especially ones with easy crits. This weapon's really going to allow you to just chunk their health bar. And I know some people be like, why would I not just use a mint retrograde for that purpose instead? Totally valid. While mint retrograde is probably better than New Land Beyond in that scenario, New Land Beyond just has a lot more ammo, and I have a lot more fun using this weapon. It's very good at that. And I would say if you're using this in a raid boss encounter or a dungeon boss encounter, this weapon will perform very well the longer the damage phase lasts. I would say anything under 30 seconds isn't really the most ideal, but anything over that 30 seconds into like 45, or you're on Korgos, like 90 seconds, this thing will do some wonders. And just as a little hypothetical example, let's say you're on the final encounter of a raid and you and your fire team haven't wiped at all throughout the entire run, your stacks are going to be already there. You're gonna have a 70% damage buff loaded, ready to go. And even in those 30-second damage phases in that scenario, this thing will do some pretty respectable damage. Do not get it twisted, and it's not locked behind some specific character's potential in their build. It's kind of going to do the same thing on every character. It's not like Still Hunt with Celestial on a Hunter, for example, but it will absolutely do wonders in longer form damage phases. And one other thing I do want to mention about this weapon that if you are going to use it, you should definitely know this, is that the Divinity Bubble, while yes, it does allow you to hit your crits easier with this weapon, those crits, they don't actually count towards building stacks of the Master. Learned this the hard way doing New Land Beyond versus Val the Disciple. We had Div on Rolk. We were hitting that Div bubble, trust me, but that Master stacks, those were not going up. I'm telling you what, it's definitely a little bit goofy, a little food for thought, something you should know about if you do plan on using this weapon in a fire team scenario. The Div bubble will not give you stacks of the Master. Since I am claiming that this is my favorite exotic, I'm not doing that without having some sort of strong usage behind this weapon. I've used this thing in a few scenarios now, just about all of the raids with a full fire team of all of us using a New Land. I've used this thing in a few trios as well, like trioing Witness, full trio of Root of Nightmares, with just the New Land Beyond, all three of us on it type stuff. It's really fun to do low mans with this weapon as well, because its ammo is so good and its total is so good. It's actually pretty darn good as a bossing weapon. I've really come to find myself enjoying the New Land Beyond inside of this game. Most of my usage has definitely been on Solar Warlock, but like I said earlier, you can use this bad boy on any subclass of any character you want and it will thrive. Let me know your favorite exotic in the game down below in the comments. We're gonna go ahead and let this bad boy rock in some fun little clips for you. Do want to give a huge shout out to our channel members. They go the extra mile to support the channel. If you ever want to get your name in videos, all you gotta do is become a tier 1 member of the channel. And also keep in mind, fellas, we do be streaming on that Twitch channel very often, twitch.tv/kree. Top link in the description. Check it out if you want to catch your boy live. Y'all be blessed. Enjoy the clips. Well,
back right. Front left. Back left. Front right. You can probably well now if you want. But actually just save. No reason.
Yeah, I'm gonna have super.
That works. Jump. I'm gonna pick up my ammo real quick. Okay, I have a stasis nade.
Nice.
GG.
Good shit. Easy. GG, easy. Come, Neds, come. Good. Yes.
and just aim for the armpit.
Yep.
The right armpit is what I aim for. Slow is a bit tough.
Oh, there we go. Oh, you're so right. The right arc attack. The right arc attack, bro. Unlocked.
I love this damage music, bro.
Yeah, good.
Go a little slow here. I gotta build up my stacks. Or not my stacks, my will.
I have 9 shots. Yay!
What?
Oh, I'm getting like owned.
Been farming.
Does anybody have like a
Dude.
strands or do you have like a dark?
I just threw a
No.
grenade at him.
Perfect.
Oh my god, bro.
I'm locked in. Hold on. Come on. Nice.
No.
Go.
We don't have soups.
We should clear.
Oh, I missed.
Dedicate to you guys.
Let's go, dude.
Yay!
The new land.
Get out of ammo.
Help.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Aki used the weapon, bro.
Probably can't even break him out.
Yep.
I'm trying my best, man.
Help.
Good stuff.
Thank you. Let's go, boys.
This thing kind of fries.
Something.
If you're detained, just go up.
It's me. Chat, I would like to not be detained.
Relic person, break him out. Actually,
that's
we're just goaded.
Slash did not.
Wait, we don't have a debuff. We have a prism nade, yeah? That's why we love Moth. Well, I had the right emotion.
You had the right emotion?
Motion. That's probably the worst final stand of my life. I ain't gonna lie, that's probably the worst final stand of my life.
I got it.
Papa's back. Papa's back. A what?